The Park Hyatt Tokyo is one of the most iconic hotels in Japan. It was made famous by being featured in the movie Lost in Translation. Recently, the hotel was closed for 19 months to undergo a massive renovation, and we were fortunate enough to be invited to check out the hotel as soon as it reopened. But the question that lingered in my mind was, has the hotel kept its legendary spirit after the renovation?
Konnichiwa, I'm here in Tokyo checking out the Park Hyatt Tokyo, a jewel of the World of Hyatt collection. It's just reopened after a 19-month head-to-toe renovation. It's one of the most exciting hotels in Tokyo. Everyone's been wondering what it's like inside. I'm gonna go up to the 41st floor to check in. Come with me and let's see how it looks. Okay, I just got off the elevator. 41st floor of the Park Hyatt Tokyo. It's all new, it's all remodeled, and when you arrive, you're greeted by this insane atrium. It's this dramatic entrance that you will absolutely not forget. Part of the love of this hotel and its history is the views because you're up so high, and as someone who loves to be up in skyscrapers, it's the dream entrance. Getting to the lobby is like a beautiful tour. You kind of have this like library situation. You've got these incredible views. I can see Mount Fuji out in the distance. It feels fresh, and it also feels like it's back to its roots in a good way. I just think it's a really beautiful hotel redesign. As you can see, I'm wearing a kimono, or kimono-like thing. Thing about this is when you're in a Japanese hotel, you gotta start looking through the drawers, and you might just find pajamas, which I thought it was only fitting to wear this to give you a tour of this immaculate room. One of the questions I had with the Park Hyatt Tokyo after it's been closed for months and months and months was, what are they gonna do to make it different, and how are they gonna honor the history of this like iconic hotel? This is one of the most popular hotels in the Hyatt portfolio. And you know, they sort of did both. You have like all of these beautiful materials. They feel kind of like old school, but fresh and clean and modern, which is, I think, the point of a renovation. Like, it still feels like the hotel that you used to know, but clean and fresh. You've got this amazing bathtub in here. Japanese people, they love to do like a long soak. You got the shower so you can get out and rinse. You've got all this iconic artwork that's fun. And then one of my personal favorite things is Aesop bath products, which you just can't go wrong with. You'll smell clean and fresh as soon as you get out of the shower. With the redesign, you have all these like modern things that have come into the hotels. You've got these panels, so you don't have to lean over to turn off the lights. You've got USB-C plugs, you've got USB ports. You've even got a wireless charger, so you can just throw your phone on. You don't even have to plug anything in if you don't want to. I love hotels because they're characters in our personal stories, and sometimes they're characters in movies. The Park Hyatt Tokyo is probably one of the most famous because of the movie Lost in Translation, and I'm sitting probably exactly like Bill Murray sat, looking out at this iconic view. And even though they've done this massive renovation of the Park Hyatt Tokyo, they've sort of kept it with this nostalgic feeling. And so even though there's fresh things everywhere, there's new updates, it still feels timeless, and it feels like a place that you want to come back to over and over and over again. Right now I'm in a park suite at the Park Hyatt Tokyo. It's an entry-level suite, but it's also massive. It's about 915 square feet, something like that. It's beautiful, it's very designy. You have a separate living room area, you've got a little dining table area, which is nice, and then you have this massive bedroom, which is back behind me. Views, you've got sweeping views. There's so many windows, which is absolutely beautiful. If you're like me, I love to unpack all my clothes when I'm traveling and hang it up. This closet is massive. It's about the size of my New York City bathroom and closet together. Beautiful bathroom. It's kind of similar to the bathroom that was in my standard room. You have double vanities. You get this big shower. You got a big soaking tub. You know, there's plenty of space to spread out here, and that's the point of a suite, right? I loved my room, my sort of entry-level room, but this entry-level suite just has a little more pizzazz to it. There's like this beautiful wall of art. You got this couch and these comfy pillows and a 65-inch TV, which is in all of the rooms, but you know, having a couch to sit back and binge watch one of your shows is great, but truly, who's gonna watch TV when you could just sit outside and look at these Tokyo views that just go on and on and on? It's amazing. Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. I'm here eating the Japanese set at the Park Hyatt Tokyo. It's immaculate, and I don't know what any of it is, but I'm gonna learn. Japanese breakfast is fun because sometimes you just don't know what it is, but they gave me a cheat sheet so I can kind of understand what it is. This, I think, is my favorite. It's like a tofu situation with some sort of broth it's delicious and warm and very filling. Luckily, it's like laid out like a map, so I think it's some sort of dumpling. It's a tofu dumpling. This one's the one that's the most confusing. I think it just says Japanese delicacies. Cod roe, that must be what this is. Yeah, that's definitely roe. Okay, definitely roe. Love that. Japanese hotel breakfasts are usually immaculate. You have this like incredible buffet spread. You can order off the menu, this Japanese set. But what's amazing about the Park Hyatt Tokyo is, you know, if you have elite status, if you're a globalist, everyone wants to be a Hyatt, World of Hyatt globalist, this is included. I mean, this is probably one of the best breakfasts I've ever had. It's huge, it's interesting, and that's where points and miles can take us. I'm at the Peak Lounge and Bar, called the Peak because I'm at the top of this giant building and I'm gonna do a tea service, like a very traditional Japanese tea service. I say traditional, I don't even know what that means, but I'm excited to get to eat, have a drink with this view.
One of the most iconic experiences at the Park Hyatt Tokyo is stopping in for a drink or a meal at the New York Bar and the New York Grill on the 52nd floor, the very top of the hotel. The views from up here are mind-blowing, and you have to see it to believe it as Tokyo stretches out in every direction. Come for the views, but stay for the food, like mouth-watering seared Japanese scallops or a tahini-covered cauliflower steak. Then, catch live jazz music and a nightcap back at the lively bar. The New York Bar and Grill hit all the right notes, and I am already dreaming about my next trip up. Perched on top of one of the towers, underneath a massive glass roof, the pool at this hotel is a sight to be seen. There's also a technologically updated gym with floor-to-ceiling windows looking out as far as the eye can see. I know I'm much more likely to get on the treadmill with a snow-capped Mount Fuji off in the distance. All in all, the Park Hyatt Tokyo remains the legendary hotel it's always been. And while the renovation was significant, it really brought the 30-something-year-old hotel into modern times while still honoring its groundbreaking design and its original roots. The New York Bar and Grill will always be an iconic place to stop for some fun, and I'll be thinking about those sky-high Tokyo views for the rest of my life. And the best part? You can book this legendary stay with World of Hyatt points. I think it's safe to say nothing was lost in translation at the beautifully reborn Park Hyatt Tokyo.